Yeah, I feel like this is a very critical juncture, so I wanted to include like a little recording of this part of the quest.
Requesting database materials cache, serial number 13175. Encryption level highest. Request approved. Transmission.
This is the fruit of many years of research, Madam Guardian. The evidence is irrefutable. This so-called Stellaron is the source of all the destruction.
Oh,
People
okay.
will struggle to accept this conclusion, Doctor. If we were to tell them that the almighty Elisa Rand activated this thing and triggered the eternal freeze.
It's the truth, Madam. The truth.
Oh, so maybe it's like the one before Cocolia.
The reports before you are the precious result of painstaking effort on the part of Bellabog's greatest scholars. You must trust the weight of its conclusion.
I have never doubted you, Doctor. On the contrary, I am resolute in the face of this conclusion. From the moment I took up this mantle, that voice, their voice, has made its home in my mind. I cannot shake them. I shouldn't be telling you this. Let's return to your research, Doctor. I'm afraid I cannot make these reports known to the public, unless...
Unless? Unless what? Please, proceed, Madam.
Unless you have found a way to completely destroy the Stellaron.
I understand. In the name of preservation, I will fulfill this mission.
Cache number 13175. Transmission complete. Next transmission. Cache number 248.
So basically, I'm guessing that like for like the history with the Stellaron in this particular part of the quest, it's like, hey, so the Stellaron was in the or like the Stellaron was activated by the old Guardian before Cocolia, and then it was implanted in her as a way of controlling her, keeping it contained somehow.
I don't understand, Doctor. Why do we have to hide such valuable research results away? They're the work of a lifetime.
You're still young, child. There will come a day when you do understand. This Supreme Guardian, she sees further than you or I.
So it's basically like blind belief in the Supreme
For
Guardian.
the security of Bellabog.
I just think it's a shame. Our research has hit an obstacle. Meanwhile, your results will be buried in the snow.
Don't be upset, child. You still have lots of time ahead of you. When you find a way to destroy the Stellaron, our efforts will have been worth it.
Cache number 248.
Why is there a robot here?
Oh?
During his life, this was Dr. Mearsheimer's personal robot bodyguard. I heard it's a prototype from the Great War. Since the doctor and his assistants passed away, it's remained here. It hasn't moved an inch.
Oh, I see. Let's start. We must unearth the doctor's research conclusions. All of them.
Madam Guardian, I've found them. All the documents are here.
Good. That'll do.
Madam Guardian, what should we do with the robot?
It would seem a great waste to destroy it. Find someone to reset its system, and then arrange for it to be sent to the underworld. I hear that the development group is in need of a robot with defense capabilities.
Oh, okay.
Yes, madam.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but these results must be taken care of by the architects.
So it must be put away,
One day.
basically.
Somebody will be able to carry out your behest.
Cache number 5.
So, the truth is...
They are looking for a way
And
to
it
destroy
would
the
appear that
Stellaron.
they never succeeded. Now only one question remains. Why would Cocolia exhibit such a sudden change in her attitude towards us?
Because it's inside her.
Branya? Are you okay? I'm fine. I just...
This must have been a lot to take in for you. You can believe us
Why?
now.
mother. Maybe she wasn't aware. Maybe she...
I'm sorry. It's no use lying to yourself, Branya. It's time for you to make a decision.
Hey, can I have a word with you? The furnace core. The path to the surface is close at hand. Thank you. What you've done has brought new hope to the underworld. Now, we have to wait and see. Well, you should really be thankful. As Wildfire's leader, I couldn't simply look...
Huh? Huh? So you're the real chief? What about Oleg?
Oleg has always acted on my behalf. He helps me deal with all manner of problems in the underworld. Thanks to him, I'm able to make time for the people. I do my best to make sure that they have everything they need. At the same time, I was formulating a plan to deal with Svarog. Your arrival unraveled that carefully crafted yet rudimentary plan. However, even though Svarog is no longer sealing off the furnace core, there's no way that we undergrounders could go pouring onto the surface. That cold-blooded Supreme Guardian has used lies and tricks to keep the surface separated from the underground. As for Wildfire... Of course, there's no...
See?
Didn't she tell you? Don't let her carefree nature fool you. Zila is a talented scout and a quick thinker. She takes... It seems like the intel we got from... Hey, when's the last time you got some... Health is everything. If you're lucky...
And it looks like Grania is gonna have like a direct conflict with her adoptive mother. That's gonna be like the climax of this story. And then we're gonna have to go save her because I'm pretty sure that she'll get locked up.
Enough, Sleepy. I've noticed that our sleep routines don't match up. You either keep getting up in the middle of the night or snoozing away until the day's almost out. Unacceptable. You gotta work on your teamwork. So that's why you slept for so long.
Well then, let's go find Wildfire to discuss our next move and see if they have any new discoveries.
I'm very glad that Dong is like a running character in this whole story. I'm very, very grateful for that.
Let's go! I can't wait to...
Oh, look who's here.
Hi, Oleg!
It's the Bane of Svarog, the big hero of the underworld.
Wow.
The other big heroes, Dan Hung and March 7th.
Were those lines rehearsed?
Yep,
Where's
baseball.
Natasha? Is she here?
She has a bunch of other things to attend to, so I hope you don't mind talking to this old man instead. I speak on behalf of Natasha.
No, it's fine.
By the way, sorry for keeping that whole thing about her being the actual leader of Wildfire a secret.
It doesn't matter anyway, yeah.
I'm glad you don't mind. Natasha is always cautious, but she has no ill intent, as you surely have noticed. She told me to make sure you return to the overworld safely. I gave it some thought, and I think the safest way is to ask...
Oh my, I really like Sample as well.
I brought you down. I can take you back up, free of charge.
Oh my
Satisfaction.
god. He's such a quirky personality.
There's no need to knock us out this time, right?
Of course not. This time, we'll go back through the furnace core.
Oleg, give us someone else.
Please, don't be like that. We have so much history together.
Yeah, but like the way you did things is so like weird.
Enough chatter. Just be a good
I know,
guy.
right? We're done talking here.
Hold on. What about Branya? Why isn't she here?
She already went back. As you know, she has some things to settle with
Yeah,
the
she's
team.
not coming back to us. We're gonna have to save her and bust her out of
She
jail.
just ditched us and went back? How could you let her?
It's not like that. She just has many responsibilities to bear. I don't completely understand. I trust that she's trying to solve the problem. Oh, right. Branya told me to give you this.
She left us a letter. Could this be one of those open in case of emergency?
Yeah, it
letters?
is. She said it.
I've never gotten one of those before. Should we wait until we run into something dangerous?
Stop overthinking and just open it.
By the time you read this letter, I should have returned to the overworld and be on my way to see my mother. I apologize for not telling you of my plan. I was afraid that you would strongly object, which might sway my resolve. Madame Colia raised me up, and I'll never be able to repay her kindness. She helped me countless. Okay.
Brother and sister Landau. I know the brother must refer to Japard, but who could the sister be?
It says in the letter, Serval.
Serval! So she's Japard's older sister.
How very astute of you. I hope nothing happens to Bronya. Yeah.
She gave it some good thought. But whatever's going on in that Supreme Guardian's head, even Bronya might have trouble understanding. Sampo, do you know the Landau siblings?
Landau. Yeah, we're all friends. I've mostly dealt with the younger brother in the past, but the sister, she's much scarier.
Oh my
Today's supposed to be a
god.
day of celebration, so let's not talk about it.
I mean, she can be.
We can set out at any time. Just come find me when you're ready.
Okay. So far, I've been really enjoying the game's combat. I think that it's very like engaging, but it's also like very friendly to sort of the
Fighting is meaningless.
AFK gameplay that I've been really enjoying because like I think that it's very nice for times where I'm just not very engaged with the game and I just want to like maybe I'm on break at work or something and I just want to quickly do some like some EXP farming or like weapon material farming, etc.
Ready to lose yourself?
Okay,
You
let's
can
see.
fight it or rock with it.
Well, my friends, are you ready to head out? Wonderful.
Let's go.
Remember to bring enough food and drink to refuel on the way. We have a lot of steps to climb.
Cool.
Mother,
Oh, Cocolia?
I have returned.
Okay, so what's gonna happen here?
I thought I'd lost you.
Oh.
Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld. Oh, I see. In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Bronya.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues of survival. We also
Okay.
defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog and learned some truths about the Stellaron.
Oh, she is formulating a secret evil
I'm
plan.
listening. Go on.
Madame Cocolia, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but only to relieve the disaster it has brought upon Belobog. Mother, you've always known the truth about the Stellaron, haven't you?
Oh, wow, she's getting right into it.
The responsibility of bearing that truth will fall upon me one day. Such is the burden of being guardian, to carry these secrets for eternity. So, I ask you to forgive my defiance, but I believe
Oh
that
god,
in
her
order to
voice is
dispatch
getting
the
weak. This is
outsiders
not
was a
looking good.
mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the Stellaron, the architects waited hundreds of years. And those outsiders may be the...
Enough!
Oh, she mad.
Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Bronya. You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg. And now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum. And suddenly you have the audacity to question my orders? Guards! Take Bronya.
They are not scum. My entire life. Everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time,
This time I am standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses.
I mean, she's saying facts, but I don't think like Cocolia is just gonna take that.
Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
Yes. I am ready. Mother.
She's just gonna attack
Come
her.
with me, Bronya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
Ah, we're finally back. I forgot what fresh air tasted like.
Where do we go
I
now?
haven't finished yet. All right, let's go. Where's our next stop? We should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe Hotel again.
Classic,
Yeah.
unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he sneaks off.
We should hide in plain sight to the hotel.
The boss will recognize us. Plus, Silvermane guards are stationed nearby. We'd be offering ourselves up on a silver platter. Don Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
So, you think we should avoid Japard for the time being, right?
He's an elite officer of the Silvermane Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Branya's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's workshop then?
But we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted fugitives.
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just a little new. The last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. I have no memory of any of the overworld and the underworld. We've been cut off for so long. I'm okay. Let's go. There are so many Silvermane guards on patrol. Is it usually like this?
No. I don't remember the security being this tight last time. Might have something to do with us. The Supreme Guardian has probably learned of our arrival already. Bronya.
Come around and have a look.
Who is it? Shop's closed today. You'll have to come back tomorrow. Huh? Ah, I remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city?
Well, we're trying to get to you and hide with
All
you.
over for you? Quick, act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted.
It's kind of weird how like her
Alright,
brother
you'll
is
be
part of the
safe.
guards and it's just like,
My
yeah, I'm
workshop
just gonna
has
take
pretty
you
good
in.
soundproofing, and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city, and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Bronya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely?
Oh wow.
Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Cocolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know Cocolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details.
do you know Cocolia well?
You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became the Supreme Guardian. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Bronya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
We may as well tell the long and short of it from start to finish.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
Of course.
Try not to embellish the facts.
He's already given up. That's like so mean. Telling Serval about the first time in the Underworld, what you know about Stellaron, showed her Bronya's letter.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Bronya recently. After all these years in isolation,
I knew it. I knew she was gonna be like prosecuted or something.
This is what's become of the
Okay, maybe not prosecuted, but she's not in a good situation.
I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Zila here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Bronya got you to find me. When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the Stellaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything.
Okay, here we go, info dump.
Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze, but according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned. Maybe I should be thanking Cocolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure.
Oh god. How much do you know about the Stellaron?
I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my
somebody being Cocolia. Do you know what Cocolia's end goal is?
Cocolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm... It was like they were drawn out of her by some mysterious force.
Yeah, that mysterious force is the Stellaron.
And refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to generation. And the real Cocolia has already vanished.
Yeah, probably, because we saw that in the cutscene in the beginning of the video. That it kind of took over, like the Stellaron's consciousness kind of took over Cocolia's own will.
Is she being compelled by previous generations of guardians to make such baffling decisions? Who knows? But this might make for good songwriting material.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Can we talk to Japard? I don't think so.
Japard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but also famously uncompromising. For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Bronya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed. You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first.
Do you know where the Stellaron is?
Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate it as soon as possible. Ideally before Cocolia takes action. Can you tell us the way?
I thought it was in Cocolia.
Not a
whatever.
problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough. The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with.
Silvermane Guard restricted zone?
Yes. That's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed. They've consolidated their position there in order to resist the encroaching Fragmentum.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I don't think they will.
Fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Sure.
Really? Great. Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life. That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready.
Okay. Oh my god, this is finally like getting to the main thing, you know? Here we go. Oh, uh-oh.
Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today. Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him.
Okay.
Shepard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to
Oh
visit.
god.
Things
He's gonna be so
tense
sus
on the front
of like
line.
of her sister of his sister.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
She's so sus, oh no.
Ah. Oh, yes. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public.
A
Well,
bro.
I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
You
Brosif.
can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite?
Oh god.
Oh, and
so
why
weird.
is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian
Oh
sister.
no.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klapoth Fort without saying anything to anyone.
Oh no, she's been overtaken as well. I knew this was gonna happen. Like somehow she was gonna like be sort of like not with her own will, you know, like under some sort of
The
influence.
Supreme Guardian is worried that the three intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she alright?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klapoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd returned. Nothing more.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask.
Oh god, here we go.
Here. Let me have a look for it. I think I left it over...
Wait!
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the flowers.
All over
Yeah.
there doing
Mm-hmm.
a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning?
Wow.
You must be up to more forbidden research.
Am not. How dare you?
I love this bickering. It's kind of funny.
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
Bye.
Hey, wait a sec. Those intruders. I wanted to ask.
Oh no, don't ask. This is so
what
sus.
crime have they committed?
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Kokolia's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian. But this isn't a joking matter.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
I will, if I have the time.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Phew.
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
Yeah, I can tell.
Bad. Bronya's in danger. We have to go save her.
Attempting to storm Klipoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide mission. Rest assured, Kokolia may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya. I'm certain of that.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against Kokolia.
Things
and
are
yet in some
complicated
ways,
sometimes,
You
Sela.
seem to trust her completely.
Have you thought of a way to persuade your part?
I was gauging his reactions just now. Did you see? Unless we have irrefutable evidence, he won't question Kokolia's orders.
Yeah.
If you go after him now, our plan's as good as over. Come on, let's go to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron, Kokolia will be out of options.
Here we are.
Jacked
Oh,
up
no.
security, all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval, we need one of those brainwaves.
Yes.
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in. Wait, isn't that... Ha! Serval! Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see.
Yeah,
Still
use
watching
this
the
tactic.
entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers, so he got me in for free. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Oh, sus.
Please, this is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on. let
Oh
us in
gosh.
already.
I love the
If
way
heating
she just
system goes down
pushes.
in the middle of the night,
You know?
Are you gonna be responsible for all the frozen corpses?
No, that's not something I could handle. Seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister, it should be fine. Okay, here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
No, Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
See? See? That was easy.
You're Japard's sister, all right.
Oh.
Do you see that mechanical gear bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at Hell on Earth.
Wow. So what exactly is on the other side?
An endless fragmentum, a few exhausted Silvermane guards, and the stench of death in the air. If we want to progress further north,
That actually sounds
cross
scary.
that hell. Are you ready?
We've come this far without hardships to overcome. There is no trailblazing. Yeah, I'm not choosing number 3. I'm not that type of person.
I'm stealing that.
Let's go then. First, we need to think of a way to get to the other side. I helped set the underlying mechanisms for this type of gear bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination. Let's go find them.
Is Japard on frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
It's so dangerous.
Nope. This terminal's offline. We can't control it from here.
So what's the plan?
Look for another. Every platform linked to the gear bridge should have a similar terminal.
I never would have guessed that Japard and you were brother and sister.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests. In our family, we have a strong military tradition going back generations. Darn! Can't activate it. It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminals.
Did we do this?
What are you talking about? I think the guards must have done this intentionally. With the
Yeah.
front line on high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off the energy supply to the terminals to avoid accidental repositioning. Or to prevent deserters from escaping.